As guests enter your establishment, they see your smile. Nice one, Emily. That bright and genuine smile is a silent promise of the memorable experience that awaits. Now, let's discuss names. If guests made a reservation, or your establishment is part of a hotel or resort, guest names and room numbers are always at your fingertips, so use this information to unlock personal service. If guests haven't made a reservation, ask where they would like to be seated. Tell them if you can meet their seating preference or suggest the closest alternative. If the table is not ready, let guests know how long they need to wait. But don't overpromise and underdeliver. Then offer them a seat at the bar. If your restaurant doesn't have a bar, take a phone number and contact them once the table is ready. If the table is ready, guide guests to their table. Every step you take with your guests is a part of the story you're helping to create. A story of impeccable service and unforgettable moments. Once you reach the table, pull a chair away from the table and ensure all guests are seated before departing. Remember to wish them a pleasant meal. Service excellence is about reading body language and looking for cues from guests to time your service perfectly. Right on time, Emily. Speak clearly. And when a guest speaks, listen actively. Show genuine interest and be ready to note anything down. Keep your eyes focused on your guest and your body language open. Loving the eye contact, Emily. Whether you address a guest formally, like Mrs. Jones, or informally, like Sarah, ensure your communication is clear and follows your establishment's policy. If your establishment opens for service, your manager will group tables into sections. This is called table rotation. Your manager will assign a server to each section. This is done to prevent overload. For example, one server might have 4 tables to serve, while another may have none. It's also important to stagger guests across sections. As guests arrive, the host should seat one table in every section, and then repeat the rotation until all tables are occupied. Within each section, visualize the tables in various stages of their dining experience. You can also use your establishment's point of sale or reservation system to stagger tables based on reservation times. Some guests are just starting. Some are savoring delicious dishes. And others are ending their dining experience. Move from table to table to deliver the perfect touch of service needed at precisely the right moment. A la carte and prefix. With the a la carte menu, every dish and price are clearly listed. With the prefix menu, a limited number of dishes are offered under each course at a fixed price. Now, presenting the menu. When the menu card is in your hands, open it to the first page if it's a booklet. Indicate that guests can also scan the QR code on the table to access the menu digitally. If there's a separate beverage menu, place it within easy reach of guests. You're off to a great start, Emily. Stand where everyone can see you. Your body language should be open and welcoming. Don't be so tense, Emily. Remember to let your hands rest gently and smile with sincerity. Speak clearly but kindly, and maintain warm eye contact with each guest at the table. Recommend 2 to 3 standout dishes. Explain the dish by describing the main ingredient, how it's prepared, and any exciting accompaniments. Keep it short and informative, and wait for a response before you proceed. It's about making guests curious and excited about the dishes. Nicely done. If there is a difficult word in a dish you're recommending, tell guests what that word means before they ask you the question. You'll get it right next time, Emily. If a guest has a question, pause. Answer with enthusiasm, then gracefully resume your recommendations. If, unlike Emily, you don't know the answer, ask your manager. And when a guest tells you about an allergy, guide them with care and offer safe alternatives. 6 steps. Step 1. Look at your menu and categorize the dishes. Are they tantalizing appetizers, succulent entrees, or indulgent desserts? Everything has its place. Step 2. Focus on the main ingredient and highlight the cooking or preparation method. Paint the picture of the dish with words and go beyond the details on the menu. This will make the dish come alive for guests. For example, the pan-fried salmon dish has a rich, smoky scent with lemon and black pepper notes. Ask your manager for popular descriptions or words and memorize them. Step 3. Look at the all-important accompaniments that make the main ingredient shine. The starches, the vegetables, the sauces. They're all part of a delightful dish. Step 4. If there are difficult words on the menu, find out what they mean and become the translator of taste for guests. Step 5. Know which dishes require additional information, such as a temperature, a choice of dressing, or a choice of accompaniment. Step 6. Memorize which dishes include allergens. Knowledge of allergens is a superpower in the dining world to guide guests safely through their meal choices. Download the Allergens resource under the Resource tab to learn more. But it's not about simply reciting all the dishes. Highlight the dishes you think will excite guests. Maybe the dishes are exceptional in appearance, or have a specifically prepared protein. Give guests just enough flavor through your word choice to make their taste buds dance. Put this into practice. Ask your manager for the top 3 dishes. Learn their stories and practice how to present these dishes. Stand in front of a mirror and let your reflection be your first guest. Watch your gestures and expressions because they're all part of how you'll present the menu items to guests. And once you feel confident with those, add 2 more dishes each day. It's like adding spices to a dish, a little at a time for the perfect blend. You've got this. 1. Note down orders neatly and accurately. Whether you use a digital device or the good old pen and paper, take orders in a way that you'll understand even when service gets busy. Step 2. Note down guest preferences. Details like cooking temperatures for steak, allergies, and timing of the dishes. Do they want their steak medium rare? Perhaps a gluten-free bun? Pay attention to these details. Step 3. Enter the order into the point-of-sale system and include all specific preferences. Always follow your establishment's guidelines for the point-of-sale process. Once you've captured the entire meal order, appropriate cutlery must be placed before the course or dish is served. Now, let's talk about allergens and special diets. These are not just preferences. They're crucial to ensuring guest safety. Capture this critical information when a guest places an order. Follow your establishment's policy to inform the kitchen about guest allergies. If you are unsure of allergens, ask your manager or the chef about the most common allergens in your region. When service gets busy, you can stagger the orders of your different tables, but always speak to your manager first. Staggering starts with lining up the beverage orders. Then, as you ease into the food orders, keep an eye on timing and guest needs. If a particular food order requires a drink to be served with it, place the drink order and food order simultaneously. Wow, you outdid yourself, Alex! And that's how you elevate the dining experience.